Well, there's no sunrise. Man, I tell you, I knew it was going to be a dark one this morning when I got out at 6:30, and it was still like dark like it would be at 6. And man, it has, I tell you, these clouds are moving fast, and it's so strange out here this morning. But you know what? I'm glad I got out and did it, because I didn't get out and do it yesterday. And I'm going to talk to you guys about something. This touches on the personal, but after watching Mel Gibson's interview last night with Joe Rogan, I really felt like I needed to be able to talk about some things, because I know a lot of people are going through the same things that I'm going through, the same kind of things anyway, not necessarily the same exact thing. But what a great interview. Worth every minute of the 2 hours and 20 minutes or whatever it was that Katie and I spent watching it. Such an interesting character. But I love his battle with difficulties, and how he's remained strong in his faith. I can't imagine being put under some of the pressure he was put under in Hollywood and all that with what he was doing. So I have a lot of respect for the man. But anyway, his story resonated with me in the sense that a lot of you know I've been going through quite a bit of a valley of difficulty for about a year and a half. And there's a number of reasons, and they're all involving my personal life. Nothing involving my health, except for maybe the stress and cortisol related side effects of the difficulties that I've had, which I don't want to go into detail on. I don't want to see, then I'll start, this will become a self-pity thing. And that's the first thing I want to point out. I don't want any of that, because yesterday I let the end of a very rough couple of weeks, on a day when I thought I was going to make some headway, and then just everything fell apart again. I started to wallow in a little self-pity yesterday, and I got upset. I said, you know what? I don't know. I was in the refrigerator like you're not supposed to be when you're feeling bored or having self-pity. And there were biscuits in there that somebody had made. And I said, screw it, I'm having a biscuit with butter. Man, I'm regretting that this morning. My stomach is killing me. Stupid. And I had been perfect all year. You know, I'd struggled with these things, these type of foods, throughout the holidays, because the same kind of thing has been going on. It's just been stressful. And again, I'm not asking for anybody to do anything about that. I'm just pointing out that it was stressful, and I made a mistake, and it hurts now worse. I also didn't get up and go for my walk yesterday, so I started my whole day off wrong. But I'm back at it today. All right, Sam, man, he's had to pee so many times today. You're ruining my time. Come on, Sam. And this, I just feel some sprinkles of rain. I'm walking a different direction than I normally do when I'm talking to you guys, because I'm trying to get in a few more miles if I can, even though it was so crazy back there. Yeah, he's got me down to 18 minutes a mile now. I was doing 17 something earlier, and all these stops he's made. I was just listening to it in my headphones, sorry. Anyway, the heck was I saying? I remember now. I was talking about how I was walking my normal direction where I usually stop at about 1.5 miles, and I decided I was going to press on and maybe go up to 3 miles that way, and then I was going to head back 3 miles. But I got close to the end of the 2nd mile, and I started to hear rain off to my left, and I thought, that's so weird to hear the rain and not feel it. and it was getting louder, like it was moving toward me. So I said, you know what, and I was on a curve, so I thought I'm gonna move back the way I came, and maybe if it's moving toward me right now, it'll pass. But you know, I've seen the edge of rain before, and I've never been able to get out of the way of it. So I started walking back, and then as I got around the curve, I could feel little tiny sprinkles, and you could smell the rain in the air. And then I could hear the rain again on my other side now, the other side of the road, but the same side of it, because I had turned around by this point. So I was hearing the rain had crossed over behind me, but it wasn't covering me. It was like it was going right past me. It was like the Lord was saying, don't go past here. So I turned around and came a different way, and now I'm walking in a further direction. I don't even know how far I've walked so far, but that distraction from my headphones threw me off of what I was talking about. And that was that, you know, getting started off on the wrong foot yesterday didn't help. And then having a rough day after a long, stressful one. And I let self-pity get in the way. And after that, I was like, I felt so stupid for doing that, because I knew that I was going to regret it in the morning. I said, that's it. No more self-pity. Stop worrying about it. You're focusing on yourself too much. Let's just focus on your wife now. She just got home from doing her karate thing, and we can focus on the family. And I said, I'm going to get up and get started this morning and get started right. I got to I'm trying to get my 4-year carniversary video made, but I'm working so doggone much on my other job that it's taken up all my time. And the fact that the past 2 weeks that hasn't produced anything doesn't make it any easier. So anyway, I'm pressing on though. So I know you guys a lot of you people out there, a lot of folks everywhere are feeling the pinch. God help me. My problems aren't even that big a deal. And that was when I really started realizing, I started thinking about the people out in California that had the fires, and then watching Mel Gibson talk about it. He said his own house in the Palisades is right in the way of the fire. He says, probably gone. Now, I know he's got more houses than that, but still, there's a lot of people that are having a lot of suffering right now that's a lot worse than mine. And I can't let focusing on myself stop me from doing the things I need to do for my family, and also stop me from being thankful for the fact that I still have a house. I'm still have food in the freezer. I still have a family who loves me, and everything is relatively normal, you know. It's like things haven't fallen into chaos. By the grace of God, you got to be thankful for things that when you do have them. And if you're alive, really, you've always got a reason to be thankful. But it's so easy to wallow in self-pity if you're not getting what you think you should be getting. And I've struggled with that in my life. And I think that's been part of the reason why I've been going through this valley, is for whatever reason, I'm battling that demon in me. The Holy Spirit is working on that spot in my soul that needs to be given better attention. So I'm thankful. And that allows me to have joy even in the midst of the difficulty. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's fun, that I like going through this. But if I know it's for my own good, I can have happiness in that. And that's something that it's taken me a long time to really solidify in my mind. And it's like coming as I'm saying it to you. I mean, I know it's something I've said many times, but it's one of those things that I believe, but now I believe it and I can feel it happening, where it's just the Holy Spirit is saying, now you're moving in the right direction. Not focusing on yourself. You're moving in the right direction. You're going to get yourself right. Being thankful and being grateful for the things that I have, and doing the best with what I can, because I'm still, you know, I know this channel is about carnivore, but it's so much more than that. this diet has brought me to the point where I can realize that even with my comfortableness in my own skin now, with my own body, being physically healthy, I still got to work on that inner demon of being selfish, so that I don't see others in a way that I should be, that I get focused, self-focused. There's nothing, it's getting warm. It's 57 degrees this morning. It was 33 yesterday. What is going on with the weather? Anyway, it's so easy for us to get focused on ourselves and to wallow in that self-pity. And if that's what the Lord is helping me get over, I'm thankful for it. And also something Joe Rogan had said that was encouraging during that interview was that when he goes to do his not hyperbaric chamber, but the cold plunge at 43 degrees, he says there's still that inner baby is what I call it, but he's a bit more explicatory in his description. But anyway, that inner baby inside of you that doesn't want to do it says don't get in, and he just says no, I'm just going to do it and get in. But knowing that, a guy like Joe Rogan who's achieved what he's achieved and he's in great shape at his age, and I know he uses TRT and heavily, but I mean, he's somebody that's kind of got it going on. He's got things together, but to hear that he still has to battle that inner baby is encouraging to me, because I think we all have it. We all have that, and we have to overcome it, and we have to be able to have that discipline, be able to focus on the needs of others over ourselves, not be focused on ourselves all the time or become self-centered, because it's easy when things are tough. And I would rather turn to the Lord and say, Lord, I know that I am flawed and that I can't do it without you. And that I turn to his word and pray, and I know that the difficulty I'm going through is for my own good. I still recognize that you guys are out there going through your difficult times, and it's not always comforting hearing somebody say that it's going to be okay or anything like that. But what I'm getting down to is, if you're going through it, there's a reason. And you've got to be able to stay disciplined. And when you screw up, you get back up and do it right. Like today, I'm making up for it by going my extra 3 miles, or I don't even know where I am or how far I've gone right now. So, and I know I'm walking slower because I'm in a strange place and the footing is a little bit more sandy right now. But you just push through it and you make up for it and you keep going. I know the Lord's going to work it out. I'm in his hands. It's going to be okay. And it's going to be okay for you too. So hope you guys don't mind me getting really real with you some today, because I hope this is encouraging for you, especially those of you who are believers and wonder why, like, where is God in my life sometimes? And I really think he's still there. It's just we've got to get past ourselves to see him. And for whatever reason, that's the message he wanted me to bring to you today. And maybe that was the reason why I went through this all this time. I don't know. But whatever it is, joy in all things. Anyway, guys, screw it. Get up and do it. Don't let your past mistakes stop you from making good decisions in the future. Don't let yourself get in your own way. And keep on keeping on. Keep on rucking. By the way, somebody said that was a bad term because it sounded like a bad word. I'm like, dude, it's a play on words. Keep on trucking. Keep on rucking. You get it? That was an old thing back in the 70s. We used to say keep on trucking, and in the 80s too. Anyway, there's Sam. We're out of here.